And welcome back to more Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So last time we went through Shining Thief, the last of the battle modes, and this time we're going to be taking a look at some things we didn't discuss in the main playthrough. Starting with time trials. So time trials are a staple of the series, but this game adds an interesting new feature in the form of 200cc time travels. These are not in the Wii U version. So the way time trials work are you have a staff ghost and you can make your own ghost data. So we're going to try to race against the Nintendo staff ghost. It's very far on the right of the bell curve, so I'm not hopeful we'll actually win, but we'll give this a shot. And since this is 200cc, you get to see how truly crazy this can be. So at the start of every time trial, you have 3 mushrooms. This is way faster because it's 200cc. Definitely brake a lot, be very careful. I picked this because it's like the most wild course, so it feels like a very good showcase of 200cc. I'm also playing as Gold Mario, you might notice. It's unlocked by winning every cup at 200cc in Grand Prix mode, but I'm also using the Gold Kart set. So the Gold Standard Kart is used, or is unlocked by, I think, getting 1 star in every cup on, I think, 150cc in Mirror mode, if I'm not mistaken. The Gold Tires are unlocked by defeating every staff ghost at 150cc, so thankfully you do not have to beat the 200cc time trial ghosts. Thank goodness. And the Gold Glider is unlocked by getting 10,000 coins on Wii U and 5,000 coins on Deluxe. So they definitely lowered the requirement, and I'm very grateful for that. I'm wondering what our, how far behind we are, because it always shows how far behind you are of a staff ghost. When you cross the finish line, you are 12 seconds behind. I'm somehow surprised it wasn't more than that. I'm also not using mushrooms because I am terrified I will boost off the course. But yeah, if you're looking for a challenge, 200cc definitely presents one. Also, I should mention Gold Mario is an alt of Metal Mario, who is also in the Wii U version, but yeah, the alt is, I think, only in Deluxe. So this was a disaster, but I kind of expected it. Again, it shows how difficult this can be. How far behind were we? 157? That was a new record somehow, because I haven't actually done this before. So yeah, we were 20 seconds behind, almost exactly 20 seconds. It's not great, not surprising. Let's move on. Alright, so back to single player, moving down the list, we have Versus Race, which is kind of just a free-for-all mode. You can set your own rules, you can choose which speed you want, teams. You can set different item stipulations, CPU difficulty, vehicle types, how courses are selected, and even you can just play every race in order if you so desire. So that's kind of cool. I'm not going to really go into it too much because it's just standard racing with different rules you can set up. So let us move on to multiplayer. So with multiplayer, I don't know if it's going to let me even enter the menu. You have Grand Prix, Standard, Versus, same battle mode, it's the same, but you can do it with up to 4 people locally on the same Switch. So I should mention that 3-player and 4-player split screen causes the frame rate to drop from 60 to 30. It's still perfectly stable, so it's very playable, but it is noticeably not as fluid. But it's still just standard Mario Kart with up to 4 people. I wish the Wii U version had 5 players, since Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Transformed even had 5 player, but all versions only have 4 player locally for Mario Kart. I didn't mean to back out of that menu. Online play is up next. You can do it with up to 2 people on one Switch. There are different modes. You can have, like, worldwide, versus or battle. Then regional, you can play with friends. I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to show my friends list. And then tournaments. So for example, you can join different tournaments that are just like, that have different time stipulations. So for example, this is a weekly tournament. With it, you can set different rules for your own tournament. And basically, the way courses are selected is you get a choice of 3 courses and a random option, and it will randomly select one in the roulette of all of the characters' choices, or all of the players' choices. So if one person picks random, and the roulette lands on that, it'll just be any random stage. But yeah, you can set your own rules, it's pretty fun. Multiplayer is pretty good, the netcode isn't actually that bad by Nintendo standards. But yeah, it's still pretty fun to play online. And it still seems very populated still. So yeah, I don't really want to show online because, I'll get destroyed, to be blunt, and I also don't have my Switch wired up at the moment to my routers, so I'd probably get disconnected anyway. There's also wireless play, which is for connecting multiple Switches. It's up to 8 players, so you can just connect various other Switches. I wonder if you can even do this for like a LAN mode. I don't know if that's actually an option, but that would be kind of cool if it was. Play stats, you just get all your various statistics, most played, favorite course. I don't know why Mario Kart's my most played course. The vehicle is very accurate, drifts, all the stats. I don't use tilt controls, clearly, or smart steering, because I find it's actually very limiting trying to use smart steering. Yeah, those are like my total stats of all the times I've played this game. Next up is the Amiibo feature, where you can unlock special racing suits by scanning Amiibo. Conveniently, I have an Amiibo I haven't scanned, so I hope this recording works, because I can't do this over again. So I have a Rosalina Amiibo, picked it up when it got reprinted for Smash Bros. So you get a special Mii costume. Mario Kart TV returns, but it's a lot more limited than it used to be. It's basically just for viewing replays, but they don't really give you the option to like upload them since no Miiverse, so it's a lot more limiting. I suppose you could go in, capture with the Switch's built-in capture, and then upload it that way, but there's not a direct upload to social media anymore, to my knowledge. And finally, Nintendo Labo support was added in. So the way it works is you can kind of see it there. For the Toy-Con bike, you have one Joy-Con in each handle and steer like that. For the Toy-Con car, one Joy-Con is in the center of the steering wheel facing out, so the R button is used for items in the center of the Toy-Con steering wheel. The other Joy-Con is in the foot pedal and is used for drifting and accelerating. I'll be honest, I don't have Nintendo Labo for obvious reasons, so I can't show this off. Hypothetically, you don't need Labo, you could just use 2 Joy-Cons, but I tried it, it doesn't work that well. So if you want, that's an option. I can't entirely recommend it, but hey, it's there. Info is just like manual stuff. Since this game doesn't have a manual, there you go. And I think that's about all for options. So you might have noticed I haven't shown the credits yet, so I'm going to do that now and go over my final thoughts on this game and the project. And with that, we have reached the end of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So first of all, thank you all for joining me on this adventure. I personally think this game is really fun, probably my favorite Mario Kart, when not factoring in nostalgia, in which case it would probably be Double Dash. So I think this is the better game of the two. Definitely the most content. I think it's definitely worth the price for how many tracks there are, and how many characters, how good the multiplayer is. Online is debatable, as it is with every Nintendo game, let's be real. But yeah, I really think this game is great. Highly recommend it if you like Mario Kart or want a good multiplayer experience for Switch. Definitely worth checking out. Also, the music is really good. Graphics are really good. It's just a really good package. But yeah, I don't really have much else to say, actually. I kind of said everything I wanted to say throughout the LP, but yeah. Definitely, I think, a very good title to have brought over to the Switch as well, so it could reach its full potential. Improvements to the performance, obviously, are greatly appreciated, and it's nice it was nice that they gave this game a second chance, because it really was great. Now I just hope they actually do another true Mario Kart for the Switch. Like I've said before, I think a Double Dash mode would be a great way to differentiate Mario Kart 8 and 9. I was also thinking it might be cool if they could manage it, pull off a Super Smash Bros. And include all of the content from 8 if they make a Mario Kart 9. I don't think that's super likely, but I think it would be cool if they managed to bring over everything to whatever the next game is going to be. If they do another Mario Kart this generation, who knows? But yeah, I definitely hope everyone enjoyed this playthrough. I did. I thought it was really fun getting to replay this game. I frankly don't play this game very often, so it was nice having a reason to go back to it for a Let's Play. But I think the credits are coming to a close, so yeah, I think I've said everything I need to say, so, I think there's actually a fair amount of credits left, but anyway, I'll let them play out, but thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for whatever I play next.